This is Hannibal from the Hannibal TV on YouTube with a drone incursion slash unidentified aerial phenomena update. President Biden, if this is actually President Biden, he finally commented on the drone situation over a month after it started. He appeared wearing a hat that's literally blocking out half of his face, and he's saying nothing nefarious, apparently, according to what he told CNN. So let's just take a quick look at his comments, which was just a very brief comment.
Nothing nefarious, apparently, but they're checking it all out. I think it's just one. There's a lot of drones authorized.
So he's not saying a lot there. And I just want to bring this up because this word nefarious seems to be used more than ever. Nefarious, an action that is wicked or criminal. So they're saying there's no sign of any criminal action. Let's just review some of the stuff that's happened. There's been 11 incursions over Picatinny Arsenal base. The Coast Guard has seen one instance of 30 to 50 of these flying together, which I guess isn't criminal, but apparently it appeared to be following the Coast Guard base. One thing that is criminal is the Chinese national flying a drone over the Space Force base. He was arrested, but I guess they're not counting that. These drones did stop at least one medevac landing. They caused Wright-Patterson Air Force Base to be shut down Friday and Saturday for 4 hours. They shut down the military and civilian Stewart Airport, based in New York, to shut down on Friday. There was a police helicopter hovering over one, and it still couldn't identify one. They're not operating with lights on, the actual mystery ones at night. It has been confirmed by police in Orange County, New Jersey, that they can't figure out a lot of what some of the unidentified ones are and feel that they are a safety threat. And let's just look at the word, apparently, as far as one knows or can see. So, as far as we do know for a fact, they have said this publicly, that there's 2%. As of a couple of days ago, there was 2% that are completely unknown still. So it only takes actually one carrying a payload to cause serious damage, if one is. But they're saying out of 5,000 reports, 100 are actually unknown. So there's where the apparently goes. There's 2% that we really don't know what they are. So to me, him coming out with half of his face blocked off. And honestly, the other weird thing is he's making this comment with like an airplane or some sort of loud noise in the background muffling his voice. It's just bizarre and totally different than President-elect Trump actually making a speech about it in more of a statement type atmosphere. Just bizarre. And then the other thing he says in that statement is, quote, "I think it's just one." Then he pauses and says there are a lot of drones authorized up there, end quote. So what does he mean? I think it's just one. There's a lot of drones authorized up there. So again, yeah, there's no doubt there's a lot of authorized drones up there searching for whatever's going on. Bill O'Reilly commented on this. He doesn't think it's a danger, but he thinks there's something real happening out there. He says Biden doesn't seem to be doing anything about it. He's acting like he doesn't give a fig. He's got 32 more days in office. Other people that have commented, one interesting thing is in the Pentagon statement yesterday, I reviewed it, the statement from the Air Force official in the Pentagon. He did say this, and I'll quote him on this, quote, "Drones flying over U.S. military installations is not really new," end quote. So is that supposed to be comforting? Drones flying over U.S. installations isn't really new. I watched an interview with former head of the Pentagon's UAP program last night, Lou Elizondo. He did an interview in Britain and said that it's been going on for 3 years, unidentified drones flying over US military installations. So if they're saying there's nothing new, but don't worry, it's hobbyists or commercial aircrafts, how incompetent are they that hobbyist aircraft can fly over military bases, which, by the way, is illegal? I was outside actually of McConnell Air Force Base here in Wichita a few days ago. To get inside the actual base, there's extreme security. So why can, and if I tried to just jump the fence, not that I ever would, because I have no reason to be there, but like just if I tried to jump the fence, I'd probably be arrested. So why are you acting like, oh well, these incursions over military airspace is nothing new, so don't worry about it. Nothing new at all. State Senator Tony Wong says he still hasn't got answers, real answers. There's lots of reassurances, seemingly based on no fact. He says there's a lack of any factual information on why the 2% of mystery drones are still out there. Congressman Tim Burchett of Tennessee says the government does not have any control of what's going on and doesn't know what to do. If they truly aren't lying and don't know what's going on, that is very alarming. There's no facts. There's no fact-based answers on where these things are coming from. And as Lou Elizondo said, one of the reasons they might not be talking about this is because they don't want to admit that they don't know what's going on. So for what they're saying, oh, don't worry, no nefarious. The word of the month is nefarious. No nefarious action. And again, if you're saying no nefarious action, you're basically saying flying drones over an Air Force base is absolutely fine. There's nothing unusual about that. A Florida Republican congressman did an interview with News Nation this morning and says he doesn't feel that they pose an increasing threat, but he finds it unusual that they're saying nothing in the unclassified briefings, and they are holding classified briefings. So why don't they just hold unclassified briefings telling us everything? What's the classified part they are not saying? There's nothing, this congressman said, there's nothing seemingly being done about following the mystery drones back to their source and identifying them. All they're doing is saying these are law enforcement, commercial or hobbyists. And again, if they're commercial or hobbyists, why the hell are they flying over military bases? Yeah, if that's him, I mean, I'll just say this is a joke, but like, why the disguise here? Why the disguise here? Is he now going around incognito because there's some sort of threat over him? Yeah, Ryan Graves on Joe Rogan yesterday. Ryan Graves is a former, I believe, Air Force FA-18 fighter. He's saying these have been happening for years over Air Force bases, but it's not something to just ignore. I mean, you're not supposed to be doing that. And they are acting like they think we're idiots. Okay, yeah, don't worry about it. Nothing nefarious. It's just commercial or hobbyist drone. How incompetent are these Air Force bases? Which I don't believe they are. I have nothing but respect for actual military for putting their lives on the line to protect us. But to say that a civilian drone could get over an Air Force base and nothing could be done about it, like the Chinese national that did it over a Space Force base last week, he was arrested. So why aren't they getting arrested in New Jersey? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about Biden's comments or lack of comments, which his comments didn't even make sense. Let's face the fact. And I'm not even a political person. I'm from Canada, for crying out loud. But I'm annoyed at Biden. I've got to say he's got to be one of the worst presidents of all time at this point, just for his lack of reassurance to the public. And his, again, this started happening in increasing amounts November 17th. It's December 18th now, and we're getting this first statement. of Biden with this hat over his face, so the darkened face. It's just bizarre.